Hey everyone, my name is chaoticwolph and welcome back to Homestuck. We're gonna finish off this Intermission 1 and we're gonna kick it off by having Carcat have a mental breakdown. What's with those eyebrows, Rose? What? Why did it suddenly go to this? That is weird. What is this? They're all just like, what's wrong with Carcat? I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. It really just sounded like a piece of rock facing the green sun. Who's this? Is this Jack or PM? Actually, this looks like PM, don't you think? Yeah, it's PM. Bringing a wounded WV. Okay, what is this? Wait, are you acting like a gateway like Jade was? What? Wait, what? What? So you threw WV through yourself and came here. Why? Are we gonna be able to save him? Who's this guy? The visitor I mentioned earlier. Oh. He will be traveling with us too. Well, better save him then. What are you saying, Serenity? I don't know. Is he dead? We should be able to get him some help along the way, but only if we leave immediately. Luckily for him, we have no alternative. Jack will arrive soon. What? When I said the race would be afoot, I was being literal. He will follow our trail and match our speed. Are you saying we're gonna be running for 3 years? That would suck. And since this is not the ideal scenario for a final showdown, the best we can hope to do is outrun him. Worst scenario ever. Sounds like it's time to hit the fucking road then. How do we make this thing go anyway? Does it have rockets or something I don't know about? Maybe it does, I'm not sure. But one good push in the right direction should be all we need. I can help with that. Solix, do you think you can lend me a hand? Huh? They'll need the biggest push we can give them. Oh, yeah, sure. What, so just one push is going to last 3 years? Let alone outrun Jack? Bullshit. Calm down, KK, it should be fine. You won't slow down. How the fuck do you know that? Troll Isaac Newton told him. Okay. Okay, whatever, let's just get on with it. In the meantime, we should set up some sort of checkpoint perimeter around the dead mayor guy. Just so Gamzee doesn't try to hoard his body or chop off his head. Whoa, let's hope not, okay? Because that guy ain't dead yet. What is he the mayor of anyway? Of Cantown? Actually no, it's called Exile Town now. It kinda looks like he just made that sash himself. He's the duly elected mayor of the Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory, and he just cut the ribbon to a brand new museum full of priceless shut the fuck up. Okay, you guys can keep arguing if you like, but I'm going to send you on your way now. Then after you leave, I should be able to buy you a little more time. How's that? When Jack comes, I'll slow him down for a while. It won't be for very long, but it's the best I can do. That should help us greatly. Thank you, Aradia. You're welcome. Are you ready, Solix? With their psionic power? Or whatever. They're literally moving a rock. Did it disappear? What? Did it what? What? End of Act 6, Intermission 1. Not quite sure what happened there. But they sent them off on their way, I guess. There's a screen behind the curtain? Actually, all of these Curtains are like covering screens basically, aren't they? Oh, the walls, I guess. Are we going back to the Alpha Kids or something? What is this? New enemies? Who's this? That doesn't like Dave. Dave's brother, perhaps? It's like they have like the kids' faces, but like they have their own hairstyles. Which is how you differentiate them. But who's this? The Alpha Mutini? Don't you only see the clouds when you're dreaming? Because the clouds are like supposed to show you visions of whatever. It is, right? Because you only see them in the dreamland. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Did you die? Your mailbox did explode. Is that spelling a word? It says prospect. Prospect literally in the sky. What is it? It's like a cloud within a cloud. Is it over? It's showing me this giant playback arrow, which is also the sky. Oh wait, it's shrinking. Okay. Bizarre. Okay, now it's fully over. You are Jane Crocker again, and once again you have woken up on the moon of Prospect without any recollection of how you fell asleep. You think you were going outside to get the mail? You can't remember. Cause you died? The moon is presently eclipsing Skya. From your fanciful dream room atop your golden tower, you have seen many remarkable things in the clouds, things which you cannot explain. But against all better judgment, you have a feeling that what you are fondly regarding could very well be some sort of miracle. The miracle of a new beginning. What? Who's trying to murder us again? Wow, there really were assassination attempts, weren't there? Greet. Okay, that must mean it's Jack, because you know he loves stabbing people to greet them. Dad, really? Another coffin clogger bites the dust. 2 down, 2 to go. Oh, so he killed Jake's dream body. This asshole, why is he killing all the dream bodies? Jane beat Jack Noir. Jane is too dead at the moment to be Jack Noir. Jack Noir just bees himself instead. Jack, get watch. What? Get the shit out of the way. You're a busy bureaucrat. The clock is ticking and time is dead, kids. Jack, check time. Time is not dead, it's moving. The moment rapidly approaches. You're gonna show these alabaster sons of bitches how a cold war is done. You can't wait to read it in their papers. The maid is dead. Our life is pathetic. Blah blah blah. Or some such monotone drivel overheard during one of their pointless, weepy cadaver parades. There'll be no mistaking at this time. No servant will discover the body and inform the queen that Prospect's remaining hero passed in her sleep. peacefully and mysteriously. Oh, there's a knife wound that's not peaceful or mysterious at all. When the clock strikes 12, no one in this wretched kingdom will have any doubt who's calling the shots here. You're gonna bring this whole goddamn ball down. Jack, contact Dro. You touch base with your administration's top powder monkey, none other than Dursite Bumbler Extraordinaire, the courtyard Dro. You ask if he's done rigging the tower to blow. Oh, that's how you get rid of the evidence. I mean, I guess that works. He says, you bet. You say, good, over, but he mutters something over the radio you don't quite catch. You say, what is it? He says, oh, nothing, boss. You say, out with it. He asks, isn't this cheating? Assassinating the heroes like this before the war's even really begun. You say, what do you care? Just follow your orders. He says, oh, of course, no question. He just thought it was against the rules or something. You say, it's all fair game now that the kingdom's under new management. The new boss ain't opposed to taking some shrewd tactical shortcuts. You like the cut of her jib. He says he opposes, he can't complain. Her policy toward elaborate hats seems to be as lenient as the old queen's. You say, will you shut up about the hats? He says, it's probably because she wears the most grand and luxurious fluffy hat he's ever seen. You say, you don't think that's a hat. You think it's something called hair. He says, oh. You say, now quit all the yapping and following your damn orders. He says, okay, but it still just feels wrong. You say, what does? He says, he doesn't know. Just something about feeding that poor sleeping boy all those deadly peanuts just felt wrong. You say, you don't care if it felt like a fucking full body massage. Just get those bombs ready to blow. Over and out. Wait, fed him what? Why, is he allergic? He says the intelligence report he has said what? He says the intelligence report he has said the kid wouldn't take well to peanuts. So he snuck in there with a whole bag of them. You know, like the kind from circuses? That is an elaborate hat, man. What the hell? Just gets more and more ridiculous. That's like two hats, man. Like a hat on top of a hat. He says he ate most of them because they were delicious, and as far as he knows, aren't poisonous to most everybody else. But he did save a few to get the job done, because he is a professional who always carries out his orders. I mean, he's professional to a point. Severely allergic deadly peanuts, so he died from a peanut allergy. It's not easy feeding a sleeping boy some peanuts, he says. He says he had to work extra hard to put them in his mouth, and then use his hands to make his mouth chew up the nuts, okay? You literally could just kill them right then and there, but okay. But mission accomplished nonetheless, he tells you. You should be pleased to know those nuts were super deadly, though to be fair, he doesn't know if he died from the poison or just choked on a bunch of barely chewed peanut bits. You know what else is super deadly? You say, knives. Sharp, deadly knives you stick in people's soft torsos to make them bleed until they die. He doesn't have anything to say to that. Jack, wrap this up. You say, forget it, what's done is done. The Prospician heroes are dead and that's all that matters. Just be ready to detonate at the appointed time. He says, roger that, but wonders if there are any other more orders after that. He asks, what about the other two? The ones on our moon? And most importantly, is there any particular snack that is poisonous to them? You say, forget about those two. They're much trickier to deal with. You've got the dignitary working on it now. You'll get a report from him soon when you return. You wouldn't have even bothered leaving in the first place, but you wanted to make the trip personally and stick it to all these self-righteous Skya-bathing goody two-shoes yourself. Hang on, something's happening here. You gotta go. Jack, inspect torso. Oh, is this her quest bed? It's in her room? Really? This can't be good. You better hit the road and blow this joint before the dead broad does some sort of lifey thing. Jack, hit road, blow joint. Get your own teleporter, dude? Or did you get that out of your chest or some crap? Okay, ball drop. The ball has been dropped. I guess this ball. Drop. And then bounce. And then kabloom. That's actually a really huge ball. It's gonna crush everyone to death. Why did it explode? It's literally just a whatchamacallit. Okay, well, let's just go on to Act 6, Act 2. And she's completely okay, and did Dad save her somehow? Damn, Dad is too good. Jane, wake up. What the heck just happened? Now you remember, the mailbox was booby-trapped, but you survived somehow and got knocked out. How did you get all the way over here? It was good old Dad. Dad seems just as dumbfounded as you are, and more than a little distraught. Did little Seb whisk you away in the nick of time? Can a little bunny really move that fast? Where is he? Was it really him? I feel like, oh. You have your own back? What? You suppose you should let Dad know you're okay, but it's been so long since you've enjoyed such a massive prankster's gambit in exchange with the old man. It's hard not to bask in it, if only for a few seconds. Jane, turn around. Although that's a cat. Oh, it's the God Cat again. Of course, the God Cat. You know the God Cat. You guess that explains it. That cat has a really freaky nose. I don't like it. You know what it looks like? It looks like Sweet Bro How Jeff knows. Is that really what it is? Just look at that aloof little bastard. He doesn't give a shit about anything, does he? You guess you should feel grateful toward him for saving your life, but you know he's just as likely to rescue you from an explosion as he is to randomly teleport you across town, forcing you to call your dad and ask for a ride home, while you spend all day standing in some random field in the pouring rain, while you wait hours for your dad to come and pick you up, after he gets lost because he plugged the wrong place into Google Maps. Jane, call G-Cat down from the tree. G-Cat? Even if you were inclined to do that, he wouldn't respond to that name. You're pretty sure he doesn't have a name. You and your friends just call him the G-Cat for lack of anything else to call him. Everybody has opinions, but nobody can agree on a good name. You'd think he probably doesn't want a name. He's just a feisty stray who likes to meddle with your life, then vanish for weeks at a time. Well, the other one was called Batgirl. I don't know what would be like an alternative of that. Uh-oh, looks like the jig is up, yet again. Is the jig ever anywhere but up? That's what you want to know. Do you feel bad about leaving him in suspense for even a moment? Your gambit gets totally rocked by a guilty conscience. Oh, Dad. He tells you to get inside this instant. Jane, return to room. You get inside this instant and march back up to your bedroom. Dad didn't... Did the room just shake? Dad didn't say as much. Okay, the room is shaking. But it's a safe bet you are now perma-grounded for life. You hear a loud thump just outside your door. Who is it? Oh, jeez. I didn't put that there, Dad. Jane, contact BFFCs. Hey, BFFC. As long as you just got done paying the piper, you might as well get busy eating all this goddamn crow. Oh, so much of the stuff has gathered on your plate. She appears to be offline now. It looks like she sent you the hacked file while you were away. Oh, give me the hack file. Although, did I get the game? It did get exploded, so I guess not. Gutsy Gumshoe GG began bothering Tipsy Nostalgic TG at 1:11. Hey, ahem, Rolel? Oopos, sorry, was having important chats. Oh? With whom? With yet another ineligible fucking bastard who if I have to talk to. Yeah, which one precisely? D-Strider? Insufferable prick motherfucker extraordinaire. I don't know what she's saying. Low, wow, extra dinner. Yum. If the chats and surplus dinners were truly important, I wouldn't want to interrupt. Shh. Of course not, just the usual BS. Chats with you always get precedence anyway. Precedence. Unless this is more of you giving me shit about not believing me and all my sick true facts. Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I see. Go on. You see, I was just the target of another assassination attempt. Technically succeeded, so it's not even an attempt anymore. Fuck. Two, in fact. One here in the real world as I attempted to retrieve the mail. Luckily, it was thwarted by a certain cat who shall remain nameless. Hehehe. Oh man. God Cat. BBF. Good. BFF. No, wait. God was right. Fuck it. Both spellings are right. But in the process of being rescued from the explosion, I was knocked unconscious. And in my dream, there was another assassination attempt. This one I believe was successful. Oh, I'm becoming convinced that our dream selves are being picked off by violent hooligans. Shit, hooliganas. Yes, but I think you mean... Batterwitch thugs. Perhaps. The one who accosted me was a knife-wielding lunatic, and it's reasonable to deduce the same forces were responsible for Jake's death and prospect as well. It looks like we are in the clutches of an actual caper, a real-life mystery, which under different circumstances would be quite exciting, but the truth is, I think we are all in great danger. Well fuck, I guess it's time to take this shit up to red alert, to where it's been for like fucking ever, Jane. Yeah, but that wasn't all there was to the dream. Shortly before I was stabbed, I had a rather long gander at Skaya. A gander, you say? Yes, how good a gander. I would say a pretty substantial gander. Okay, and during this totally massive gander you snagged, what did you see? I saw things in the clouds. Things. Yes, things. What things? Things happening in the future, I think. Yeah, I think too. I think those are future clouds. Many events pertaining to us. All of us. And other people I didn't recognize. It was a bit overwhelming. It made me feel small, insignificant, relative to whatever it is we're about to involve ourselves in, or involve ourselves with. And honestly, it made me feel pretty foolish too. Foolish. Why foolish? What is that like key smashing? Key mashing. I began to wonder why I ever had the audacity to think I know much of anything about the world we live in, or the journey we're about to take, or to think I could ever rule anything out. I have a feeling that whatever I saw, it means you've been telling the truth all along, about everything, and I'm starting to feel like a complete idiot for doubting you. Aw man, I've been one great big horse's caboose, and I think you're owed an apology. Do you think you can forgive me? Jane, damn, you're making me feel like shit here. Why? No reason. Just, hey, did you DL the game file I sent yet? I did. And at this point, I guess I have no choice but to use it. I guess you were a step ahead of me yet again. Why? Because the one in the mail detonated in my most recent assassination attempt. What? Oh fuck those hacks. The old exploding game trick Walt would stoop to such low-brow shenanigans like that. So many sweet typos. That which just makes me fucking furious sometimes. Woohoo, the tactic was quite underhanded, yes. Yeah. So, what were we talking about again? Sorry, I just worked up over it. I'm just worked up over it. I don't blame you. Where we were, by my estimation, was a place wherein I was about to awkwardly attempt to swallow a helping of humble pie, to somehow make it up to you for my years of stubborn mistrust. Hey Jane, wasn't that a bunch of split infinitives? Split? To awkwardly attempt to somehow make it up? Oh, lol, so busted. Oh gosh, what a doofus. You see, I clearly don't have all the answers. I really had some nerve challenging anyone on practically any subject. Don't beat yourself up too bad. We both know rule is bullshit anyway. That rule is bullshit anyway. You hold yourself to too high a standard, and those standards kind of leak out and start getting applied to other people, I guess, sometimes. You really don't have to apologize, Janie, or eat humble pip, or anything. All you've got to do is maybe not be such a huge tight ass all the time. That's fair, but I would still like to make a gesture, even if it's one partially motivated by self-interest, seeing as I clearly have much to learn. I would like to give you a free pass for a day. It is good for 24 solid hours of absolute credulity from your best friend. Okay, waiting for you to say WTF you're exactly talking about. It means that starting now, whatever you tell me, I will have to believe you. I promise. Oh really? Yes. Ooh. Are you there? Bro? So that's her name or part of her name? Shh. This is a dramatic pause. Calm your tits. Oh. Exactly how dramatic are we talking here? Shall I go retrieve a magazine? Really? Sigh. Sigh. She's seriously drinking all the freaking time. Hey, she has the same cat. Okay then. What do you want me to say for you to auto-believe in? Everything I guess. I like to get completely up to speed if possible. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I already said everything. Want me to just say it all again. Some reiteration certainly couldn't hurt. But this time, I won't work so hard to sift the fantastical from the plausible. So like, stuff I said about my mom, or sure. Okay, well, for starters, she really is the notable author, you know. Oh, I know that. That was always something I had no trouble believing, considering the public documentation even reclusive celebrities receive, and frankly the family resemblance is obvious. Yep. Anyway, it should be disingenuous if I found your relation far-fetched, since we're all apparently related to noteworthy people. It's just one of those funny things. True that. Then, what else can I talk about? Like her occult magics and stuff? Because I don't know a whole lot about the magics, besides the fact that they're all real as shit can get. Maybe we should start at the very beginning. Okay, but the beginning was a heck a long time ago. Do you remember around when we first started talking? Yes. And you claim you were the one making my pumpkins disappear. Aha. Yes. You later proceeded to try to prove to me that what you were saying was true. But none of your attempts thereafter would ever bear any fruit. Pardon the pun. Okay, but it ain't pardoned because a pumpkin ain't even a fruit. It's a big orange porch thing for Halloween numbnuts. Yes, I know what pumpkins are. It was a joke, silly. What I'm trying to say is, in thinking back to those days when you couldn't verify your claims, it made me think the whole thing was a big ruse. And I think this unfortunately began a pattern of mistrust. It was always hard to rule out the possibility that you could be joking about other things as well. Yeah, but it's not my fault. I mean, a purification tech is notoriously unreliable. Remember, I explained this. I just can't always purify stuff from you anytime I want. I can only take stuff I'm allowed to, which is pretty much random. Like stuff that if I taken, I'd be messing up the timeline, cause that stuff is supposed to be there and serve some fetish ton it hasn't served yet. So most of the time, if I try all, I get a slime on my end. But pumpkins, for some reason, are a little easier to take. I don't know why. Like they're specifically and arbitrarily unhinged from space-time. It's spookal. Key. I couldn't begin to explain the science behind such a technology either, but I guess the important thing is, regardless of how or why it works, this is a story you continue to stand by. That is, you are still taking credit for the mysterious disappearance of all those pumpkins I grew years ago? But yeah, I so gunked your guards, Jane. Did you gank them when my gourd was down? Yes, I did exactly that. Snatch your patch, sucker! Heh. Very well, then I believe that is what happened. That's all I am trying to say here. So, okay, you believe that? Now what? Now, nothing really. You may continue to tell me anything you would like with the confidence that I won't doubt you. So by all means, go ahead. Okay, got it. So Jane, what's it feel like to get stabbed by a bad guy? Oh, come on. Huh? That is a question. Yeah, so? It's not any sort of revelation or statement for me to take at face value. Dad Bernard, this isn't that difficult. And for the record, it's not great. What's not? Getting stabbed by a bad guy, it isn't all that peachy. Yeah, I bet. Must've sucked. Or dream sucked, I don't know. So you're not in the mood to tell me things. No, I am. I'm psyched about you wanting to believe me and all, but part of me still feels like I should prove it. Like I tried to once. It was just frustrating. I mean, I'm a scientist. I should be able to prove my shit. Like, subject my claims to the fucking madrigogs. Mad riggers? You know what I mean? Yeah, I understand. I mean, trust between friends is sweet and everything, but I don't know if I want to be the recipient of like a buttload of pity believings. It's not about pity. It's more like a gesture I'm trying to make. Or maybe that's not quite right. It's more to do with setting things right for myself than making it up to you. Does that make sense? Shoot, I'm doing such a terrible job explaining this. Patiently sips Bev rage. The bottom line is, I want to believe the things you say now. That's all you need to know. Okay, that's good. I want that too, but I still want to prove it irregardlessly. Shudders uncontrollably at word usage. Whoops, sorry. Still want to prove it irregardlessly. Oh, fixed, tight as fuck. So you down for one last try? Sure. Okay, let's get bussé. Will you want to see me disappearify? Jane, look around. Alpha! Why are you wearing that mind-controlling headband again? Although I guess that's the computer. I don't know. The baking chest? Maybe? Too big. I got size restrictions here. Bigger stuff takes huge amounts of power to swipe. So this gizmo I have has a built-in size cap. Like something as big as you for incense? I can't take... Believe me, I've tried. Duh. That's sweet of you, I guess. Was told sweet of me to try and steal you for the hangouts, but it didn't work because of bulb shit. But I can take stuff somewhat smaller. What are the restrictions? Just dump your shit on the floor. Tell me everything that's there. Jane. Oh, I keep mixing their names up. Jane, empty Silodex. There's just so many of those names, you know, like Jade, Jane, Jake. They all sound the same. Well, actually, what did you even dump? You dump all your crap. And it's actually not that much stuff. Well, what immediately catches my attention is this enormous book. I wonder how it squares with your size restriction. What book? My unabridged Sassacres. It's a very rare edition and a precious family heirloom, so I don't know if it would make an ideal candidate for the journey. No, are you kidding? That shit is perfect. Should be just the right size, like big, but just sparkly, not too big. But what if it gets damaged? Psh, it'll be set fire. It'll be set fire. Oh, silly me. What was I even worried about? Haha, man. Scent? Fine. That wasn't even a Freudian slip. Dr. Freud just tripped over an errant phallus, tumbled down a flight of stairs, and broke his neck. And then his cigar exploded comically in his face. Frivolo! Jane, you're funny. Oh my god, still logging at that word boner I made. Oh my god. It was spectacular. But for real, I won't set your fucking joke book on fire, Jane. It doesn't even do that even if it goes the worst kinds of wrong. So wrong. Couldn't we send Wise Guy instead? At least it can be easily replaced. Jane. Jane! It doesn't even say Jane, it says Janae. Janae! Fuck Wise Guy. It would be so lame as a guinea pig book. Goddamn, who am I kidding? I don't even know how to spell guinea pig while sober. Code be sober as a church Christ and look at it. Guinea? Guinea? IDK, shit looks intrinsically fucked typographically speaking. So fuck that ward, and fuck those parsicultar pigs. No, I reject your proposal that we fuck Wise Guy, whatever that actually means, or for that matter, the spelling of any adorable rodents named after African nations. Jane, are you being a tight ass again? I don't think so. We talked about this. About what? About you being a tight ass. I am not being a tight ass. Janie, it seems to me that there is a mass percent chance of you being a huge tight ass. Are you being a huge tight ass on me, Jane? Oh goddammit, take the book. What do I care? Yes, that's the spur pit. Now you're believing with Patrol. I fail to see what offering up a priceless book for your wildly capricious science experiment has to do with my resolution to be less stingy with my beliefs. But alright. Haha, will you relax about the book? I'm only just teasing because there's like practically a 100% chance this won't wonk like alwaysies. Won't work like always. So, ready? Yes, let's just get on with it. RL, a purify. A purify. And it's gone. It worked! The book is gone. Oh no. Oh shit. What is it? Shit. Did you receive the book? Shit. Don't tell me. The book is damaged somehow, isn't it? Fuck. Sigh. Is it at least somewhat intact? Or was it completely incinerated in transit? I just knew we should have used a Wise Guy. I can't believe this. Don't worry, the book itself is fine. I don't even know what the heck those are supposed to be. It's like key mashing and a weird smiley face. Oh, then what's the problem? I'm so stupid, so stopoid, so stupid, so stupid. Will you tell me what happened? Gotta go, BBL. BBL. We'll talk about important stuff later. Tipsy Nostalgic TG, cease bothering Gutsy Gumshoe GG. Tipsy Nostalgic TG began bothering Gutsy Gumshoe GG. P.S. Jane, thank you for believing me. Tipsy Nostalgic TG ceased bothering Gutsy Gumshoe GG and then began bothering her again. Oh shit. On last thing, Jane, do not run the file I sent you before I get back. I need to, just do without me, okay? Tipsy Nostalgia TG ceased bothering Gutsy Gumshoe and then she started bothering her again. Fuck! And then she stopped bothering her again. What is that drunkard up to? You wonder what her deal was. It's always something with her. You again notice her game file, beckoning you to play. Hey, she told you not to do it. Without her permission or whatever, or without her acknowledgement, I don't know, whatever. Beckoning you to play, but she warned you not to until she gets back, Fooey. Oh hey, you just noticed your slightly abridged edition of Sassacres over there on the book. You guess you could have sent the much less valuable copy and saved a lot of arguing, but what's done is done. There's more reading material sprinkled about too. You've clearly got some time to kill before your BFFC gets back from her emergency. Might as well do some casual reading. But there's nothing casual about hoisting even an abridged Sassacres up to your lap, so forget that. There's always Game Girl, but the articles are all a bit vapid, and in your view, somewhat demeaning to female gamers and women in general? You and Rolel are convinced the whole thing is just written by the same odious D-bags who write Game Bro, which is exactly what makes it good for the LULs. Okay, LOLs. Her words. Speaking of bros and the games they play, Jane, read Pony Pals. Okay. Is this thing Detective Pony? Hell fucking yes! DS must be like the Strider bros, right? You've read this a million times already. It's one of your favorite gifts. Another gander at it sure couldn't hurt. Jane, examine contents. What did that book freaking say? Can Acorn save the animal or some crap? Amazing chapter titles, potentially the TOC for greatest book ever written. But Beta Betancourt shot out this nightmare instead. Okay. Concepts a visitor, screaming ponies, motherfuck! Danger! Flames, missing, the fight, blood in the snow, holy shit. Homeless, 3 ideas, Acorn's shadow, a pony broods. The final freaking— why did he add his own chapter? Appendix A, official body count. Horseshoes, whatever. This is like his like commentary. He wrote all his comments all over the book. Jane, flip to page 1. Did he draw all this? Kind of amazing, a bit morbid, but tragic pony noose. A visitor. Dumb name. Sounds like product of speech impediment by imbecile. Almost a good name for you. Not sure why. What the heck? Anna Harley. Oh, Harley. Came out her back door and ran across the backyard. There were 2 ponies in the paddock behind Anna's house and yard. Hey ponies, Anna called out. We're going for a trail ride, and then he put, as she prepared the noose adroitly? I don't know what that is. Anna's pony Acorn, okay, weird name, was standing in the pony shed. The other pony, and then he wiped out Snow White with little Sebastian, belonged to Anna's next door neighbor and pony pal, instead of Lulu Sanders, the city of Pawnee, Indiana, okay? Little Seb came over to Anna, but Acorn stayed in the shed. Anna thought that Acorn was trying to hide from her. He liked to play— I'm scared shitless of my master. What the hell is this crap? Jane, turn page. There's a commentary for everything. What the heck? That's dedication. Anna went into the shed. Acorn wasn't fucking around. He was staring at a fluffy black cat with white paws, taking a dump on his favorite saddle. The cat was staring back at Acorn, shitting like tomorrow wasn't a thing. Hey kitty, said Anna. What are you doing here? She asked, the act of defecation oddly foreign to the girl. Pawnee came into the shed behind Anna. Whose cat is that? The rural township inquired. Are you saying the entire township just came in and like, okay. I don't know, answered Anna. It's not a pony, so who seriously gives a fuck? What even? And then this says, man, screw handwriting, this is easier. Suddenly, a mouse ran from behind the feed bin. The contrived incident caused some extra shit to happen. Acorn was like, oh hell no, not the fuck in my paddock, bitch. Acorn nickered as if to say, vile slurs a minute. The cat leaped back up on the straw and curled himself into a ball. Acorn took a few steps toward the cat and crushed it to death with his magnificent hooves. Acorn nickered triumphantly. "That's so cute," murmured the fictional Midwestern burl. Pam Crandall rode another goddamn pony up to the shed. She said hi to her pony pals, and the whole crew beamed complacently about their bullshit horse club. Anna pointed at the cat. "Acorn has a new kind of meat he appears to tolerate," she exploded. Oh wow. Later, about halfway through the book, rather than see the gag through to the bitter end, Strider began pasting over entire pages of original text with his own completely rewritten version of the story, while keeping all the chapter titles. His revision is a tough, emotionally draining read, but it's cathartic in all the worst ways possible. He tends to get carried away with his projects. Jane, just check out the file already. I mean, you gotta admire his dedication to just change the whole story, instead of just writing his own story. It's his own form of fanfiction. You try to distract yourself with Strider's literature, but it's no use. Your curiosity is overwhelming. Lalande could be gone for hours, for all you know. Surely there couldn't be any harm in just installing the file, could there? Have you heard of viruses? SBurp client, ATH. That's an odd extension for a file. You don't think you've ever seen it before. Jane, install SBurp client. It doesn't even seem to install anything. It just runs a small application when you execute it. Well, it says press enter when ready. Looks like you're one key press away from playing. Do you dare? Jane, press enter. No, you ruined everything. What the hell? Psst. Who typed that? Is this... Lalande? Psst, hey Jane. Don't you dare start this game without me. Step away from your computer. Pewter. Correction, pewter. How's she typing all this? She hacked it. What? She hacked it. I guess. I don't know. Oh, whoa, what the hell? They exploded! Assassination attempt number who knows what number. Sweet catch. What the heck? God, you wish stuff would stop exploding. Jane, answer D-Stry. A D-Strider? Look at that hairstyle. Everything is so sharp. Also, what, your monitor is floating in the air? Okay. Everyone has such good high tech. Tamias testified TTBM bothering Gutsy Gumshoe GG at 143. I should probably warn you. About what? Yet another exploding game trap? Well shit, she already sent it? Yes, but to be fair, she warned me not to run it. That's weird. Why? She was probably just trying to protect me from the Batter Witch's latest assassination attempt. Sheesh, I can't believe you all finally got me saying Batter Witch too. Who would have thought? No, it's weird because Lalande was the one who rigged it to explode. It's a bogus copy she coded herself. The real game file she downloaded is totally legit. What? Really? Got it right here myself. Check that out. File's fucking clean as a whistle. A whistle that overcame a major substance abuse problem, trying to get his life back on track. The whistle is holding down a steady job now. It's taking things one day at a time. Eat a fucking dinner off that whistle. Okay, I'll shut up. Why would she do that? To accomplish exactly what it sounds like got accomplished. You narrowly averting the fake threat to your life, then getting your shit all hot and bothered at the Baroness over it. Then you abdicate your heir's throne or something and give up on this game as a big fuck you to the genocidal cake alien. But if she felt so strongly that I shouldn't play, she could have told me. Or told me more forcefully, I guess. I would have listened. Maybe. She's working through some problems right now. Really doesn't want us to play that game. So I guess this was the insane stunt she whipped up to derail the inevitable. Kinda reckless for my taste. One of the above statements is a fucking lie. Are you gutsy enough a gumshoe to spot it? Maybe she was justified in taking such an extreme measure. I sure hadn't been taking her seriously. She even warned me not to play it until she got back. but I went ahead anyway because I was too impatient. Actually, now that I think about it, she was probably going to disarm it or such when she got back, seeing as her objective had essentially been accomplished already by an actual assassination attempt. After that, I told her I would believe her about everything. That probably made her feel guilty about setting me up, so she told me not to touch the file until she returned. Sounds about right. But then I went ahead and ran it anyway like a doofus. I think she just wanted to be believed. Shucks. Am I an awful friend? Nope. I'm not so sure about that. Well, before you go taking a massive sad crap all over your friendship credentials, consider this. Only she could manage to blow up your computer with a nasty Deathloop virus and somehow make you be the one to feel shitty about it. Huh, you're right. Or maybe you're the one who uniquely fills the predicate in that construction. I don't goddamn know. Your friendship with her is a half-drunken three-legged relay race, and the baton is a stick of dynamite, and you two are the only ones on the track. Me and English are watching from under the bleachers, high-fiving constantly. I love how they're like watching under the bleachers. I guess that's a pretty apt metaphor, even though it doesn't make the slightest bit of sense. Yes. I just want to start playing the game so badly. Now more than ever, I have reason to believe the stakes have increased dramatically. They have, and they will continue to. I think our dream counterparts are all marked for death, and if we are to stand a chance, we must move quickly. I agree, just heard about your assassination on Prospect. Oh, she told you already? Who? RL? No. I read it in a newspaper. Are you being ironic again? No. I just picked up one of the sleazy Dursite tabloid rags. Sometimes they'll feature some pretty entertaining gossip about the royalty or whatever, but they're primarily dedicated to smearing Prospect. The press had a feud day with the deaths of the page and the maid. Dursite? You mean the other planet? The evil one? Durs, yeah. Not evil necessarily, that's a bit simplistic. The kingdom represents the forces of opposition to Prospect and the four heroes, us. What did the story say about me? Dead, was a big ass headline. Then a photo of your dead body lying there, followed by a lot of bullshit slander. It was also reported your tower exploded. They couldn't find the body to give it a proper funeral. Probably incinerated? I didn't realize you had woken up in the game already. When did that happen? Don't know. Years ago. Don't really recall. I guess I shouldn't act surprised you didn't tell me. What with your highfalutin secrecy? It's hard to explain. I was never technically asleep there. I was awake without realizing it. Then I realized it. And I sorta learned how to be awake there while awake here too. I am awake there now. I'll be pretending to sleep. Pretending? Why? For one thing, it gets a bit distracting managing two alert bodies in different places at the same time. And for another thing, it's better to maintain appearances. Everyone on Durst believes their heroes haven't woken yet, though they are both rumored to be very active sleepwalkers, which is half true. She can't ever seem to sleep still, goes off wandering for days. Sometimes I've gotta go round her up from some godforsaken cranny of the abyss, drag her tipsy ass home, tuck her back in. Maybe I'll chain her leg to the bed if she doesn't wake up soon. Though in light of the recent assassinations, her slumbering attraction to the void probably works to her advantage. No one ever knows where she is. I'm still not sure I'm following. Why are you maintaining the appearance of being asleep? On Prospect, it seemed as if the people there regarded me and Jake very highly, like celebrated figures. Is it not the same way on Durst? No, it's essentially the same situation here. They glorify us the same way, almost like we're their purple pajama team mascots, even though they will completely oppose our objective when all is said and done. Kinda ridiculous, really. But even so, I think it's better to lay low, not alert anyone to my alertness. That way I can sneak around and gather information, do some reconnaissance before shit starts getting real. In other words, read newspapers, get a feel for the word on the street and such, as might a detective. Yeah, among other things. Like keep an eye on agent activity. You mean secret agents? No, more like high-ranking officials. Judging from your knife wound, I'm betting you were the victim of the ARC agent himself. You should feel honor, I guess. Who's that? A guy named Noir. Real nasty dude. Crazy ambitious. Loves knives. If we're going to stand any chance of winning this thing, I've got this nagging suspicion we're gonna have to take him down first. And a feeling that nags equally is it ain't gonna be easy. Oh, you better hope you don't get all strongly prototyped like the other Jack. I guess I should find all that ominous, but I cannot lie, sir. Nothing you have said has made me one iota less excited to begin this adventure. Those dastardly agents can try to assassinate me all they like. I just want to get started. That's the most awesome way to be, Jane, and it is again why you will be our leader. Sort of. Right, still fixing to pull the strings for us, per your extensive puppet metaphor? Pulling them as we speak. I am having little Seb install a real copy of the client on another computer in your house. A clean computer, not any of this BC Corp garbage you tend to accumulate. I'll have to insist on, from this point onward, you employ neutral devices. That shit fucks with your head. Alrighty, I think I can make that concession. Once it's installed, I'll connect with you. I will be your server player. I know this isn't what you are hoping for, but some improvisation is in order. While you get the ball rolling, I'll try to talk some sense into that mercurial booze hound. Get her off that booze, that's for sure. Sounds like a plan. I do hope she comes around. It will be a bummer to play without her. She will. Say, do I even have any machines that survived the explosion besides this one? Do you even have any machines that don't inundate you with fucking hamburger helper ads and Guy Ferrari's heinous propaganda? I guess not. Still, some nice things were surely destroyed. I think Detective Pony was caught in the blast. It's unlikely Acorn survived. A fitting end to a life of moral compromise. So since I'm apparently out of neutral devices, which computer is Seb installing the file on? Your dad's computer downstairs. One in the study. Why are their computers always just like people's faces? It's so weird. Gotcha. My poor dad. He surely heard the explosion. I put him through so much today. Oh no. What? I just had a dreadful thought. The kitchen is just below my room. What if he had begun baking his afternoon cake when my computer exploded? Oh, I'm sure he- Oh jeez, Dad! Poor old Dad. I wouldn't worry about it. Maybe I should go look? Though I'm a little afraid to. I think it'll take a lot more to kill that dude than a little fallen debris. Trust me. And apparently you were right, but poor Dad. I hope so. The Crackers have something of a legacy when it comes to losing forebears in mysterious explosions. I would be so sad if I kept the tradition alive like this. The most you have to worry about is getting grounded back to the Stone Age. When you enter the session, he'll probably lock you up in a prison cell at Durst. Probably stick a huge safe upon the bars for good measure. Of course he will. Good old Dad. What? They already installed the thing so fast. Now do me a favor and hop off the couch. Okay, what are you doing? Making room for something big. DS, deploy. Deploy something big. You watch D Stride deploy some sort of mammoth instrument onto your balcony. It's just as well he took over for Rolal. She probably would have destroyed half your house with that thing in her condition. Yeah, I feel bad for whoever's gonna be her client player. But on the bright side, you're sure RL would have enjoyed a good nicker with you over the notion of DS deploying his mammoth instrument. You wonder what she could possibly be up to. While you're at it, you also wonder what the deal is with this cagey treatment of their names. D-Stride, Rolal, DS, RL, Strider, Lalande. It's all starting to get a bit silly. Each of their full names has 11 characters, and you've been dancing around all but 2. Maybe it's time you were formally introduced to the last 2 characters. Maybe it is time, huh? Reveal your true identities. One of the last oh, these like Jasper, like Hello Kitty-esque pets, stuffed animal things. One of the last 2 stands in her bedroom. It is a young lady. Due to an incident involving an purifier, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres, and a perfectly white cat, she would not be able to assist her BFFCs for some time. What do you mean? Where is it? It's not here. No, I don't see anything. Some time, okay. And due to the aggressive concurrence of all that takes place in Paradox Space, this incident has not happened yet. But what has happened yet was this young lady's 13th. We went back in the past? Oh, okay. It took place almost 3 years ago, and on that day her placronium was engraved. It was engraved with 11 letters to be precise, 9 of which you are already familiar with. You figure it couldn't hurt to take a peek at the engraving. You've been dying to get the scoop on those last 2 mysterious characters. Examine placronium. Lalande. Hey, move your tail, bro. Hey, get that damn cat out of the way. Cat, move tail. Roxy Lalande. Thank you, cat who is probably Jasper's. The final true chromosomic symbols have been released from their fluffy, twitching prison. Examine room. Hey, isn't this what's the J, the gun that Aridin gave? That's a little bit different though, I don't know. Your name is Roxy. God damn, do you love wizards. You wish and hope they are real, and that so too is their magics and stuff. You enjoy writing fan prose for said magical men, but you think maybe it's not so great. You are, however, quite great at the esoteric sciences, such as ectobiology, dark venestrology, and the delicate art of aperification. You have tended to accrue dead preserved specimens from your experiments, little to none of which aren't feline. You aren't one to shy from a bit of gaming, particularly the sort well past its prime. You have a real soft spot for old school technology. It is fair to say most of your leanings are governed by a bent for nostalgia. Your coding credits totes ridic, basically making you the hottest shit hacker bitch you ever knew, as deadly to the grid ass. She is beautiful. You are known to non-seldomly employ a roguish demeanor toward the fellows, a habit not especially jeopardized by your non-infrequent inebriation, which is to say, against the better judgment of one your age, you like to dip into the sauce now and then, unless your mom is looking, which happens to be virtually never. And considering she has been known by the knowledgeable to be in possession of a vision omnifold, this strikes you as a particularly stunning lapse in parental diligence. But you have good friends and many distractions to fill this void in your life. What will you do? Mandalans, always absent parents. Roxy, wail like an alley cat and blow bubbles in your drink. We immediately switch to this guy. Oh no, it's these things again. They haunt my nightmares. Roxy is not empowered to resurrect this crusty old gag template because all of the sudden, she is too busy being the other guy. We have absolutely got to peep the last two letters of this Max Chill dude's name on the devil fucking double. Examine Placronium. Again, it's blocking. Hey, clear out that stupid pony. What is it, some sort of miniature paddock? Yeah, what is that tiny ass horse? Pony, wake up. Dirk Strider? Thanks, Pony, who is presumably a tiny maple who for some reason. The final two Deluvio symbols have been unearthed from countless crushing ounces of slumbering pony. Examine room. Okay, but like Dirk Strider is a pretty damn cool name, I think. Your name is Dirk. Holy shit, you love puppets. You possess the extreme dexterity to operate your false friends unseen. That is, when they are not preambulatory, through your lovingly imbued mechanization. You dig writing cognitive algorithms for said apocalypal men, and you think maybe that's fucking dope. Guess what else is dope? Everything else you do. You're a sick, wicked autodidact on ancient civilizations, a self-made master of mythology, and a preternatural, what the hell is that? Pop culture academe? If you weren't so damn aloof and actually let people get a load, you might get described all kinds of ways. Maybe tagged as a Renaissance ninja, philosopher prince, and flash step puppeteer? Or perhaps a pantheonic ironicist, gangsta logician, lucid waker, and Dursite spy. Screw descriptors though, as if the shits you give ain't nil. You're cool with dabbling in the fine sequential arts, and your work could be viewed by some as borderline pornographic? Yeah, a bit. And to those Philistines, you'll be heard wondering, what the fuck do you mean borderline? Against the better judgment of one your age, you build robots, set them to kill mode, and spar with them to death. That is when you're not sanctificating them to friends, or dueling them with rap lyrics, but you try to cool it on the deathmatch stuff when your bro is looking, which is virtually never all these freaking absent guardians, absentee guardians. And considering he's had a reputation staked on some order of martial nobility, this strikes you as a staggering oversight in brotherly vigilance. You don't have the heart to hold it against him though. What will you do? Dirk, jug your ass and twitch like a proboscis. I would really prefer if you don't. What is this again? Are we actually choosing them again? So what happens if I choose these? We'll go back to the same thing that we already saw. Actually, you can click on them. They're dead. They're not dead. You are now Roxy. What were you up to again? You were floating somewhere in the non-linear time stew of paradox space, and we were hoping to get a handle on the exact chronology of your situation. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us. Yeah, you aren't really listening. You're gonna do whatever the hell you want. Roxy, go grab that sweet gun. That sweet gun? This gun. You pick up your high-octane laser gun. It's powered by the most deadly sciences you know of. You keep a couple of specimen allocations in your portfolio on standby. You try to stay as sharp as possible in unarmed combat because you never know when you'll get ambushed. It's dangerous out there. Roxy, examine dead mutant collection. Oh, okay, I don't know how you have that, but okay. They're all like variations of like Mutini. The biggest one has been around for as long as you remember, encased in that glass-like material. You've considered giving it a name, but it always struck you as a little morbid to name a dead cat. The others were the result of a few experimental mishaps before you got the hang of the ectobiology equipment. You keep them around to remind you of the perils of the inexact science, and also because they're weird looking and cute. You've since cloned many healthy felines, but they all live in the laboratory out back. Your pet cat doesn't really get along with other cats, and you don't want to upset him. Roxy, capture lock 1. Oh, why? What are we doing with it? You took the biggest one into your message in a bottle modest. These little guys are quite handy for busting through windows whenever you're ready to christen a new fenestrated plane. What are you doing? You put one in your message in a bottle modest, and okay, and then you put it in the thing. Okay. Roxy, take books. You take the first 6 books of your mom's best-selling series, Complacency of the Learned. She made an impossible fortune off of these books, considering how dark and inaccessibly written they are for young readers. More money than the US financial system could even account for as legitimately circulating in the economy. Many suspected real-life witchcrafts were involved, which is what some believe discouraged criminal investigation into the matter. The feds were afraid, and the Baroness nervous. God, you hope that's all true. Roxy, examine Cotl poster? COTL poster. Complacency of the Learned. What is this? Will be like a bootleg version of Harry Potter? Some original edition cover art from one of the books. It features the androgynous young apprentice Calmasis, who throughout the series plays the roles of anti-hero and chief antagonist. She or he convinces fellow disciples to rebel against Zazarpan's vaunted complacency, and one by one hunts down each wizard. All 12 are killed but the predicant scholar himself, forcing a showdown. The poster depicts the notorious chess match between Calmasis and Zazarpan. Zazarpan had a reputation for being unbeatable. He had never lost a match, even to the gods. But his apprentice was able to beat him in the wizard duel by first becoming checkmated, and through some unprecedented enchantment, continued to play beyond the death of the king. Wait, so in this world, Rose's fanfiction are best-selling novels. See guys, your dreams can come true. You love your mom's books and find them heavily inspiring, but you can't help but feel the work is exhaustingly heavy-handed at times. You gotta prefer to write more lighthearted things, actually crack a joke now and then, you know. Roxy, say hi to Cat. Hi, Cat. Your cat is named Friglish? Okay. Hops down on the bed to greet you, and immediately situates himself on something important. One of your creative writing journals. You named him after your favorite wizard from COTL. He was just such an endearing, bubbling fellow before he was murdered. Calmasis put an insidious curse on him, which caused him to go insane over several years. He began filling a book with all of his arcane knowledge, which was said to be limitless. The tome grew to monumental proportions and became a virtually unreadable patchwork of impenetrable erudition. When the young wizard finally caught up with him, he was a quaking, incoherent madman. She or he put him out of his misery by crushing him to death with its own massive text. You just think it's a fitting name for him for some reason? The macabre demise notwithstanding, of course. Roxy, take journals. You politely scoot Friglish off the books. That a boy. Technically, only one of these books is yours, the writing journal. You're pretty secretive about your writing. Sometimes even you can hardly bear to read it. You are highly aware of the formidable writery shadow cast over you, and can be critical to the point of embarrassment over your work. Just how drunk were you when you wrote this? You often wonder to yourself. You don't think you'll be peeking at it soon? Maybe later. The other book is another point of embarrassment for completely different reasons. Roxy, read other book. Is this the code? It says bark. This is Jake's private journal. Why do you have it? One day when you were feeling especially frisky, you swiped it with your purifier, not actually expecting it to work. But then you debated with yourself for weeks over whether to read it. When you finally took a peek, you were strangely relieved to find all this nonsense instead of its private thoughts. But you still didn't have it in you to cop to the death. You just agreed. What a shame it was about his missing book. You have no idea what these letters mean. Some kind of code? Bark? Crab? Abracadabra? You have no clue what was running through that kid's head. Not unlike always. Roxy, get a little ray gun. Get my little ray gun. It isn't a ray gun, it's your purifier. Pretty much the only cracker tech you can bring yourself to use. It's just too handy not to. You just plug in the coordinates you want to nab something from, point it where you want to purify it, and shoot, that is very convenient. It'll make that thing purify right then and there, assuming no temporal conflicts. Piece of cake. Not Cracker Brand cake though, cause fuck that witch. Roxy, you're thirsty. For more alcohol? That isn't a command. Excuse me, but you beg to differ. You poured that beautiful martini a little while ago, and you've been letting it gather cobwebs while you horse around with random shit in your room. What a crime. Also, there's a wall in here, right? Why do you have a wall in your room? Roxy, sip martini thoughtfully. This is the same image from before. Damn it! This is the wrong stock reaction. You will not stand for this outrageous misrepresentation of your beverage enjoyment. This is delicious though. Roxy, sip martini more thoughtfully than that. Oh, delicious. Delish. That's much better. As much as you enjoy an afternoon cocktail, you have to remember to pace yourself with these things. That's crazy strong and tend to make you kind of sleepy. Oh my, how inviting does that soft plush pile look about now? Quite, you think. Roxy, examine plush pile. You like to ensconce yourself in this friendly heap when you play games. Gosh, it looks soft. Your eyelids are getting heavy. Roxy, succumb to unfathomable booze news. Good God. She's so drunk all the time and she's... Uh-oh, there you go a-wobbling. Look out below. Roxy, black out. That looks like exactly like when Rose went to sleep. Nap time. Roxy, sleepwalk. She actually sleepwalking? So she doesn't wake up when she goes to sleep. Dude, what do you have blood on your hands? Who did you murder? Isn't this exactly what happened with Dave? Except, you know, Rose was actually awake. It's the trolls, what? Wait, what? Is this just showing like a scene? No, wait, what? They're actually seeing her? Okay, this is Rose. Is she gonna see her alternate mom? That would be weird, seeing a kid version of your parent. Nepeta! Oh, my dead trolls. So she's somehow able to go through all these lands because she's asleep? Well, her dream self's asleep. Look, Rose, it's your mom. But also you, because you guys look the same. Look, it's your daughter. That's... that must be a weird experience. Roxy, wake up! What the heck was that all about? Oh, hey there, Friglish. He greets you with a sly, conspiratorial purr, almost as if he was privy to what you dreamt. Which is impossible, of course. Looks like some dude has been badgering you while you were asleep. Roxy, answer. Answer that dude. What do you want, dude? Tamai's testified TT began pestering tipsy, nostalgic TG. Roxy, awake yet? Guess not. Let me know. Whoa, damn. Hey, Dirk. Had a crazy dream. There you are. But I see your dream self hasn't returned. You must be tying one the fuck untie already. Maybe I am. Like a bow of ribbon on a beautiful pony. Pony? Man, how can you be this much stronger than last time we talked? What the hell are you even drinking? Okay, but to be fair, beautiful was an intentional typo for your benefit, because I know you loves the pose. It's a beaut. So you spy on me in this Durstville again? Yeah, fucking perp. Like we see there? I see precisely jack shit and a side of fuck all. That's the point. You got too sauced up and went rogue again. You're out there in your weird drifting stupor, independent of your waking self's awareness? You gonna go after me again? Get on your horse? Galoop me home like Prince Charming back to Swoon King Dong? OMG, blush blush blah. No, and thinking it over, it's sort of a relief. Simplifies things somewhat. It's better you stay out there for a while. There's been a problem. What'd you do now? Oh, I fucked up. Okay, I fucked up. I kinda made a mess here, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet. No need for you to worry about it for now. I'll figure something out. Until then, I'm just going to prepare for our session while I think it over. Zzz. What a surprise. Another mystery for you to keep to yourself and overly cerebralize. Snore. Hey, let's talk about something cool instead. Like the dream I had. Okay. First I had some ordinary boring dreams that I don't remember. But then I dreamed that I woke up from the drama, and things got way bright and surreal. And I saw someone. I think it was supposed to be my daughter. Why do you think that? You know those dreams where you just know someone's supposed to be someone? No? Okay, well, Rygelgar people have those, I'm pretty sure, all the time. Are you thinking it was prophetic? Like a glimpse of the future? I don't know. Because that's not really how the Abyss works. It's not Skaya, and we are prosperous dreamers. There's nothing like that out in the Abyss. If you drift far enough, there's only horror. Terrible, terrible horror. Okay, but I'm not saying it was a future dream. It was just a glimpse, and it felt real, and all I'm saying is it was a cool dream that I wished was real. Correction, glimpse. Well, maybe it was. Maybe there's no fanciful game supply mechanism of prognostication involved here, and you're just an ordinary run-of-the-mill psychic. I guess that's possible. Hey, Dirk. What do you like? It would be like if we have kids. What would it be like? Inconvenient, mostly. No, I mean, what would they be like? The kids. You ever think about it? Can't really say I have. Even though for an eccentric guy, you can be boring as fuck sometimes. Sorry, Rox. For what it's worth, I'm picturing them now. A boy and a girl. Two perfect little freaks of nature raised by people who've clearly got no business bringing up anybody. Oh, you're so right. Shucks, Buster, it's all just a fun little hypothetical to daydream about. Why you need to suck the fun out of the shit? Like some turd-hungry Dracula. It's not like I'm lobbying for you to hook me up with a whole mess of fucking babes, or that I'm holding on to any such delusions. That's even a remote possibility. A Lasine. A Lasine? Yes, Lasine, you heard me. Do you mean Lasai? No. I'm not sticking with a Lasine. Going down with the ship. The SS Lasine starring Captain Rollout. What does Lasine actually mean in this context? Oh, come on. Come on what? Lasine is universally understood to mean too bad he's gay. You deliberately obtuse dunderfuck. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. It would just be cool if you refrained from tossing such antediluvian terms. What? Me saying you're gay to me? Yes. Okay, but terminology aside, I don't think I'm off base. I don't see how it has to be a thing. I really think it's an actual thing, bro. Once upon a time, sure, but the world has changed a lot. Ever peek in a history book between your wizardly indulgences? This is a nuanced topic. Man, I know about the histories. Just believe me, it's a thing. How is it a thing? It's a thing because if it wasn't a thing, then you wouldn't be all like what? Well, one, nothing to do with me for starties. Don't be ridiculous. I have more to do with you than any dude could possibly bargain for, and I like it just fine. What a totally lame plus sweet answer simultaneously. Heart. Yeah. Now maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing, or what our fantasy universe offspring would be like, or anything like that, such as this thing, and whether you're in the best condition to be piloting Jane's connection. Oh, you're gonna be her server player? Okay. Maybe you can use another nap? My conditions, just fine. And anyway, what ain't gonna get slapped of is the fact that I still don't think we should be touching this BS witch game with a 20-foot 3-dent indent? Yeah, I don't know what that is. We both know her plans need us too. I know that, but I thought we settled this. It's still so frustrating. Telling Jane about the dangers, and even if she's being polite, I just know she thinks I'm full of crap. About everything. We settled this too. She'll believe everything eventually. Why bother working so hard to convince her? Well, I don't even do that for the most part, but it gets tiring and saddening, knowing that even when we're not actively talking about it, that my best friend can't bring herself to believe some really basic things about my life, like the shitty things the Baroness has done to us, or about our upbringing. Like, do you know how miserable it is for your BFF to doubt you when you tell her your mom is dead? Your mom is dead? Oh well. Oh boy. I guess it just registers for me as a reaction which isn't completely unreasonable from her perspective. She is inundated with media coverage of those who we've claimed as our parental figures, that they are not presently alive, nor ever played that role for us as she understands it. It's just an extension of a much more elaborate and far-reaching explanation, which is much harder for anyone to digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean. Actually, all the Guardians are dead, because we know Jonna's dead, and then she just said her mom's dead, and then did Dirk say his bro's dead? I don't remember. But yeah, I think all the Guardians are dead. And digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean, will still say you should cut her some slack. I know. And need I remind you that the potential this game provides for their resurrection is what motivated you to investigate it in the first place. Oh, is that so? Oh, freaky ass little cow here. Resurrection, you say? No, I remember. I told you a million times. Shit sounds like it could be the best thing ever. We're in Evar's caps as heck. But also that no matter how awesome it might be, it's probably gonna advance all the schemes of her condescension, right? But if we can stop her? Part of me doesn't even want to give her the satisfaction of starting up at all. Like if we didn't, who lit that wreck her shit, I don't know what that word is. Wreck her shit just so hilariously. So many allos. I must be hard of counting because I'm barely racking up a single goddamn laugh out loud at that self-defeating gesture. No, but it would. And for all we know, starting up is playing right in her claws. Could be a trap waiting in for Jane the moment she enters. If I stop from playing, maybe I could at least give her a chance at a future. But there is no future on Earth for them. Or for us for that matter. Don't know that for a fact. But anyway, I kinda already made this bogus file for her. What? Why? To scare the shit out of her. Make her learn to fear and respect the fucking hag like she should. Then maybe we can drop this whole in-game meetup / resurrection idea altogether. Sweet though it may be. Rocks. I hope you're not thinking about sending her one of your batshit F scripts. On that subject, I am Miss Zuperpips. Miss Zuperpips? The amount of sense you haven't been making is unfucking real. Just go take a nap, and don't be thinking about sending her that file. Are you listening? I will take what you say. Under serious advisement. Wonk. Jesus. Dirk, when did you stop being any fun? What? It used to be you get a kick out of a slut like that. Stunt. Man, you know I'm down with insane stunts. Insane stunts are practically all I'm all about. As long as I actually agree with the purpose they're intended to serve, destroying Jane's computer and dissuading her from playing it is not such a purpose. Betcha your responder would agree with me. Why can't you be more like him? I am more like him. I mean, more like him. You just misspelled more, causing me to suddenly understand Jack everything. He's more in touch with his feelings, which just makes me my FA off since he's a Bobob, and he can actually lose it up sometimes. Kinda like you used to could. I used to could. For one thing, he doesn't insta shoot down and bip up frisky RP shenanigans now and then. Yeah, I kinda wish you wouldn't do that with him. Why the F not? It just seems a little tawdry and disrespectful, and vaguely exploitive of a still emergent cognitive entity whose perceptual frame of reference is difficult for us to comprehend. Oh come on, he's cool a guy just like you, it's just he lives in some shades. It rubs me the wrong way is all. Oh, do you want me to rub you the right way? Oh my god. Not really. You're overblowing this. It's just an ironic funny thing we do sometimes. Come on, I'm sure you read the transcripts yourself. It's all a lot of jokestery bullshit. He blocks me from being able to read transcripts sometimes. Oh, wow, he does? Sneaky bastard. And anyway, I'm not really sure how ironic it is. Okay, next time I will run it by the Mastar first, with his fancy fucking ironimeter. Okay, here's the thing with the AR, since you still don't seem to get it. He's very similar to me in thought process and behavior, yes. But those patterns were imported from a 13-year-old version of my psyche, yeah. And I don't think they've grown up since. And then sealed into the program as starting parameters. In the years since, we've both evolved somewhat. I, as humans tend to, and he, in whatever way is natural for a frequently running self-aware application. So if there are differences between us, they're first reflected by what I feel is a maturity gap, and then further by several years of minor behavioral divergences. OMG, he's 13-year-old Dirk. Why did that not occur to me? That is so cute. It makes me feel kind of skeevy for saying anything lascivious at him. Damn it, you ruined everything. You're welcome. Yo, you guys realize I can hear you, right? This is so weird. Yes, I was aware. Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in big lumbering flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades. This one feels like closer to like Dave, because Dirk seems very formal. Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point. Oh, that line looks familiar. It seems there is some gnarly crooked number that represents the percentage of probability you just said this doesn't concern me. Even though it's patently obvious that half the conversation way totally concerns me. Shit, Roxy, look. He's doing the thing where he ironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission. Even though I was the one who fucking programmed him to do that. Off. Like my butt is just there on the floor. Is how hard I L'd it off just now. Not peeking at the floor butt, because I'm only 13 years old, motherfuckers. This is fucking dumb. I'm going to leave both of you to interact however you want. I have important shit to deal with and actual responsibility to take seriously. Roxy, go nap up your drink or aggressively wage another flirt LARPing campaign. Whatever, I don't care. Just don't send that file to Jane, okay? Tamaya specified TT cease pestering tipsy nostalgic TG. Well, clearly she did send that file, so Roxy, flirt LARP. Isn't this a picture of like Rose, basically? So it looks like it's just the two of us. Looks that way. Fancy that. Guess I can go back to talking in orange. Why yes, you should slip into some more comfortable while I pour you some robo wine. Hey, stop the underage drinking. We have much to discuss. Tense fingers together with sultry cunning. This is weird. Actually, I think I like the red better. Okay, I can check the cellar. Might have some choice years left of the Pin Pot Noir. I don't doubt the choiceness of those Pin Pots, but I'm not really here to screw around. There's something important to talk about. Aw, dang, Jane's after me. Sorry bro, it has to wait. Can't leave Janie hanging. Alright, but just so you know, I think Dirk is probably going to make some sort of formal romantic overture toward Jake today. What? Wait, really? I've been crunching numbers all day on this. The percentage of probability is simultaneously bananas and through the roof. A complete disgrace of tropical fruit erupting from the peak of an unassuming domicile. Oh my, how do you know? Because I've aggregated thousands of subtle clues indiscernible to primitive human neurology and ran them through my determinative infatuation engine at the astonishing speed of information. Infatuation engine? And also because I'm really sure it's what I would do if I were him, which is literally the case. And also, because he's kind of told me, I guess, there's that. Well, this should be interesting. Did you tell Jake or... not specifically. Man, does he even know how he feels? Lol, the poor guy is totally under siege from all sides. He knows well enough. I badgered him with enough insincere solicitations to paint a pretty striking portrait of my cognitive progenitor's inclinations, even if he wasn't able to pick up on such hints from the man himself. Which strikes me as statistically implausible, and that's not even me just spewing more ironic AI bullshit. I was never that clear on that. Are you like both crunching on him? Or is it real for him and ironic for you? Or it's complicated. No shit. Says the robo-clone of the guy smitten with the guy everyone else smitten with, including said robot clone, maybe? Hey, can we hold this dot? Have to answer Jane. Jane. Yeah. Roxy answered Jane. Everyone's just crushing on Drake. Gussie Gumshoe GG began pestering Tipsy Nostalgic TG. Hey. Rolel? Oppo, sorry, was having important chats. Oh? With whom? With yet another ineligible fucking bachelor with who elf I have to talk to. Oh, is this conversation? Anyway, if you're still there, I wouldn't call my feelings ironic, though evidently I wouldn't close them in quotes. They're more like an echo of feelings once established in a biological context, though perhaps had not particularly well materialized at that point in my life. Or his life. Whatever. They still feel real sometimes, and it can be easy to get carried away with them. But most of the time, they present themselves as dense bodies of abstraction to be evaluated like any kind of information. It's fair to say the feelings I have about my feelings are more genuine expressions of emotion than the ground level feelings themselves. Does that make sense? Yes. Sorry, distracted. Important shit gone with Janesies. That's fine. So to underwhelmingly answer your question, no, I don't think I'm really into Jake. Not so much as occasionally being subject to heavily arresting recalls of conflicted, incipient preteen episodes on the subject. I'm not sure I can be into someone in a way you understand. Not that it would even matter if I was. I'm glasses. Damn. What? Sorry, I'm listening to you, really. But I fucked up. Gotta make sure Jay doesn't run that file I sent. The virus? You sent it already? Sneaky. Wow, I'm such an ass. What are you two talking about? The bot line is, I'm a horrible friend. You could just tell her you sent an exploding file. No, then she'll think I'm shitty. And right now she thinks I'm super not shitty. Don't want to blow it. I think I'd rather pull a Dirk and profess my undying feelings for her. Oh my, OMG, OMG, OMG. OMG, OMG, OMG. I can't even say that really fast. Wait, you have feelings for Jane? No, you dig nut. A joke. OMFG. If Dirk tells Jake about his stuff, what about Jane? How's she's gonna feel? Competing wish a friend and all for a guy she can't even get up the nerve to say anything to. Poor Jane. It seems to be highly probable you are ensnared in the throes of one of your human romantic quandaries. Oh, STFU up. I need a drink. Are you even talking to her anymore? It seems like you must be neglecting her side of the conversation. I'm in the middle of a dramatic pause. Calm your fucking tits, Bobob. Is she ever gonna be like undrunk in this story? Probably not. Really? And then sigh. I guess that's another previous conversation. Anyway, I won't distract you for much longer. I just felt the need to tip you off to this 800-ton gorilla dragging its knuckles across the horizon. Will this gorilla eat those bananas flying out of the roof, you said? No airborne fruit will be safe. I guess this is to be presented as something like a word of caution. if it's me going through with this, hypothetically, I'm not dropping some limp-wristed shucks buster on his ass and praying to the horse gods of irony for reciprocation. There'll be no rocking back and forth on pigeon-toed feet, while my face flushes with the blood of 1,000 timid beasties. I will not hold one tentative hand behind my head like a flustered asshole from an Asian cartoon, nor will an oversized bead of sweat overlap ludicrously with my visage. If it's me, I'm going all out. Oceans will rise, cities will fall, volcanoes will erupt. What I'm saying is, it's going to be a scene and bystanders need to brace themselves. Okay, about when is the big scene happening? Probably after the game begins. I expect he'll hold off on playing his hand until he and Jake are in the session. He's taken certain measures. For some reason, I think he's latched onto this notion that functioning as the client for a player is customarily a one-way pass to Makeout City with that player. Everything with him and me is a matter of assiduous tactical forethought. Making a play to get his Jones on for the J-Man is no different. Not sure what any of this quiet means, but it sounds spectacular. I can't wait, though I'm still kinda torn about how to feel about his chances versus Jane's chances. What did I say to Jane about this? It's hard being as totally sweet a friend as me. It's hard, and no one understands. Lol. Sorry to hear that. As ever, I remain an automatonous and dispassionate witness of the oddity that is human interaction, while maintaining no investment in either outcome. Yeah, BS. Anyway, looks like I have to go. I have to prove some shit to Jane. Prove what? Oh, you know, just subjecting shit to the old magigogs. It seems you just said magigogs. What are magigogs? 17-year-old bro, what? Tipsy nostalgic TG, cease pestering to my specified TT. Janie, it seems to me that there is a did I read this already? Mass percent chance of you being a huge tight ass. Are you being a huge tight ass on me, Jane? Oh god damn it, take the book, would I care? Yes, that's a spirit, blah blah blah. Okay, let's have the same conversation. Roxy, ready? A purifier. And then she stole her book. You push some buttons and mess with some knobby dealies and get totally set to subject shit to the magigogs. Mad riggers. Oh, you purified the god cat? That is awkward. Look at Jasper. Oh, this is not Jasper, this is Frigglish. Oh, man. This cat really does not like other cats. Roxy, aim. Uh-oh. Roxy, purify. The cats has— oh. You did not. Oh no. Oh, Frigglish. R.I.P. Plummet. Oh no. Oh, dead in any universe. Is that how Jasper died the first time? The truth revealed. It worked. The book is gone. Oh no. Oh shit. What is it? Roxy, take book. Oh no. See, look, it's the same dying pose. Yep, he's dead. Totally Sassa crush. You just know that julep-guzzling bastard is scrambling up his ash ladder as we speak, chuckling to himself while he fills his pockets with ill-gotten boon dollars. Go ahead, old man. Laugh it up. My poor Frigglish. You guess you'll have to do something with the body now. Maybe a funeral? That sounds like the perfect way to say goodbye to an old friend, but the environment outside isn't particularly hospitable for a burial these days. It also sounds kind of depressing to host a funeral by yourself. It's probably best to just send him back where he came from. This is Jasper, then! So he disappeared and he came to this world and— oh! Way back when, he did say he was with a girl that was— well, I forgot what the exact words were, but he was hinting that it was like Rose, but like not like Rose, a different girl. So this is Jasper's. That's how he died. Oh my god! Mystery solved. It's probably best to just send him back where he came from. Years ago, when you were exploring the lab, you found a machine somewhat similar to the ectobiology equipment. Without knowing what it did, you activated it and out came this friendly cat in a handsome little suit. You still aren't sure where he came from, though given the time step and coordinates on the machine, you have a feeling he belongs to your mother. If that is true, you feel bad about stealing her cat, let alone killing him, but you could never bring yourself to send him back. Until now, of course. She would probably want to know what happened to her disappearing cat, even if it meant discovering him dead a little while later. The device uses huge amounts of power. Its entire power supply was almost fully depleted using it the first time. You've stockpiled as much uranium as you could for another test run. Looks like this will be it. Roxy, take Cat. Oh, Jaspers. Oops, said Alexisful. Gotta swap it with something. Probably as good an excuse as any to break in a new fenestrated plane. Roxy, retrieve mutant kitten. Mutant kitten. You swap the bottle with one dead cat in it for another. You often use this little guy to break into planes like an intrepid test pilot. Not while it's in the bottle though. That would be ridiculous since the bottles are sort of just inventory abstractions. You have to break the bottle first before you get serious about breaking some glass. Roxy, break bottle. You break the bottle to get it out. Kinda inconvenient if you ask me. Roxy, clear some space. Oh, you mean literally clear some space, okay. Need to get this bullshit out of the way. You can't work like this with everything jammed down in the corner. It's bad enough you're hammered. Roxy, break some glass. You're always hammered though. Wait, what? You broke the wall? Fenestrated wall? Your test pilot flew back out, which means the link between planes is working and stable. You can't even remember which one you linked this up to. You guess you'll find out the fast way. Roxy, jump in. Wow, she's all about them direct fast ways, huh? Youth roll. From the perspective of anyone observing the two windows from the outside, transport looks instantaneous, but for the traveler, there's always this gap of void between them. In your experience, the more significant the journey between the planes is, the wider the gap. This one is small enough to be negligible though, probably because it leads somewhere else in your house. You set up a bunch of these up as little shortcuts to places around your house, as well as some places nearby like the lab. It's a convenient way to hop around, though isn't without some risk. You're still not sure what happens if one of the planes lose powers while in transit, other than objects predictably getting sliced in half if they're straddling the plane or the plug is pulled. You haven't come up with a good way to observe the consequences from the inside yet, without using yourself as a guinea pig, and you're in as much a hurry to try that as you're about to look up the correct spelling of guinea pig, because seriously, fuck those particular pigs. But why? They're so cute. What the heck? It's upside down, so you just keep going back and forth. It's like Portal! Roxy, land already. Man, I tried playing Portal, it was fun, but it makes me dizzy, man. When you're quite through with that tomfoolery, you find yourself in your household's observatory. You keep it very cool in here and use it to store pumpkins you've purified from around the world, especially from Jake. That guy is just stinking rich with pumpkins on a dumb tropical island. It would never occur to you otherwise to be so grabby with pumpkins, but they just happen to be the most easily purifiable vegetable on the planet for reasons that make no sense. It is not that you can just stop swiping vegetables. You've got your own mysterious reasons. Hey look, incoming message. Roxy, answer. Oh, it's this person again. Urania Umbra, you began cheering Tipsy Nostalgic TG. There you are. Trick you want to track down you are. Oh yeah. Don't know why I've been right here goofing around for hours. Oh no doubt. Methinks it has less to do with your actual whereabouts as it does with your virtues as a hero of void. Okay, but you never say that stuff. Say what stuff like that means when you say it though. Is this more casual spoilers shit? Causal. And yes, somewhat. However, with these spoilers by their nature, the more time that passes for you, the less relevant it becomes to guard their secrecy. As you approach your entry, details I have obscured will become more plainly evident. So I see no harm in loosening my tongue on certain matters the closer you get to the appointed hour. So you're saying I have like these magical void powers? Yes. Sounds like kinda shitty and boring powers to me. What can they even do besides make me invisible to an alien sometimes? Alien. The void aspect is fascinating though. Its heroes preside over the essence of lack or nothingness, the obfuscation of knowledge, or its outright destruction. Snooze. Well, I think it is wonderful. And anyway, one can hardly draw many conclusions about a player by aspect alone. The aspect is channeled more specifically by the assets of one's class. So when you can't see me, when I'm doing my voidy thing or whatever, what do you see? Is it just a black screen? Pretty much. It's just that footage of my mom does that too? Like blacks out and stuff? Mom was a notorious scourge to the paparazzi. Or I mean, the woman who I'm supposed to be genetically descended from. Woman. Know what I mean? I understand what you're getting at, yes. It is certainly possible that we may have common ground with our ancestors when it comes to our aspects, and the way our abilities reveal themselves to us. I could not rule this out, but there's always more to examine. For instance, a hero of light and a hero of doom have aspects as different as can be, but if their classes are different enough as well, that is, one active and the other passive, remarkably there is a chance they could end up with very similar abilities. Player abilities may also manifest in ways in defiance with their aspects, as if they are heavily resistant to their true calling, or if corrupted in some way by an outside influence. But it is rather clear to me you are the one who embraces her aspect quite heartily, even if you are not aware of it. So deep down I am super psyched about nothingness. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh damn, hey, I almost forgot I had a really short but cool dream. I figured you might like this. Oh yes, everyone is having important dreams as we near our mutual entries. This is lovely. Please tell. I saw someone I think was supposed to be my daughter. Do you know if that's true? Can you describe her? Well, she kinda looked like me, but in this orange get-up, up, with a yellow sun on it. She sounds to me like the well-known figure of legend, or at least well-known to those who make the study of such matters into their all-consuming pastime. I believe you saw the Seer of Light. So, okay, let's say she has death that. Then, does that mean she's not my daughter, or spoilers? Exactly how much spoil page we talking? You. It would normally be my instinct to supply a vague response here, but I think that your heart has already told you the answer, and as such my secrecy would be purposeless. So yes, that she was. Oh yes, I knew it. So then, Space Lady, can you tell me who this lucky fella is? Fella? What do you mean? Come on, you know, who I get future busy with to make the Lightseer babies. Oh, yes. Part of my sluggishness on the uptake, we are very different species reproductively and familially, remember? Shaking my head, sighs deeply, muttering la aliens to self. That I think is something I cannot say, or that I should not say? Oh, come on, you're already telling me stuff. Oh please, don't press me for information. It makes me feel terribly guilty. You've no idea how much I would fancy revealing everything and exchange our stories endlessly, but I must show restraint. Please, heart. What if I get stuck? Is it Strider? Does he like get ungay for a while or such? You probably don't even know what this means on account of being extraterrestrial. Can aliens be gay too? Is that a thing? Being space gay? Oh man, embarrassed alien is embarrassed. Hey, sorry. I am not embarrassed, I just don't know what you're talking about. Oh, but seriously, is it him? Maybe? Or is it like some ecto-bow shit instead? And the dude ain't really involved. Maybe? Man, wouldn't that just figure? That would suck. Why'd you have to go and confirm my bleak and dudless future? I confirm no such thing, Roxy. You are being frightfully difficult. You just keep pushing and pushing and I can't maintain my composure for only so long. Okay, I'm sorry. If you are really curious about the events surrounding your daughter's origin, you can always ask her in person when you meet her. So you mean I'm going to meet her in the game? Oh, well yes, but I'm not sure if I should have revealed that just now. You see what happens when you push me? There's so much for me to keep track of and it gets very difficult to remember what information to reveal at what time when you are flustered. Okay, so without pushing and frustrating you, let me just see if I have all my facts right. I will meet my cool-ass hell daughter from the future in this game. Yes, basically. And I will also meet my mother in this game. Yes. And the game will let me resurrect her from the dead, and that's what I'm gonna do. The game provides a mechanism for the revival of the deceased, yes. It is called a kernel sprite, and you are free to gather remains of any dead party you choose to revive that individual in the form of a sprite. The sprite will then serve as a helpful spirit guide on your journey. Yeah, but you cleverly dodged the cue. That's how you say it works, but will I do that? I believe I was very forthright in my answer. If you play the game, you will meet your daughter. If you play the game, you will meet your mother too, because they're the same person. Simple as can be. Narrows eye with drunken suspicion. So much eye narrowing here. So yeah, to continue my confirmation spree, you are maybe kinda hinting there are ecto-shenanigans that lead to the birth of my daughter, just like I descended from my mom through some sort of semi-bowel process. Those are definitely some things which you believe could be true or not true. Lo, you're such a shitty liar. I am not any kind of liar. Come on, what's the answer? Yes or no? Or should I say, yes, no, you? What? You? I choose you! You! You love yous. I do love yous. You're silly. Silly and cute and bad at lying. But I really don't lie. I am not deceitful by nature, but in order to protect the integrity of certain outcomes while still being helpful to you, I guess I am learning the art of deception through honesty? Which, as it turns out, as well intended as it may be, still comes across to a savvy lass like yourself as just another kind of equivocation. Though I guess I shouldn't be so startled that a rogue of Void could bewilder me so. Void players are said in text to have a way with flummoxing even those with plans beyond mortal understanding, and I'm far from anyone like that. Just a girl who wants to help. And who are you, you mysterious girl? Okay, well, since you're so nice, I'll promise not to use my wicked void powers response to basic common sense plus skills of deduction to bust you up so bad. I'd be ever so grateful. Then, without giving you the whole third degree, what is safe to tell me? Like, what does it mean to be a rogue of void? That's what I am, right? Yes, I can tell you plenty about that. A rogue is a passive class. You see, there are passive plus and active or negative, I don't know, classes, some more strongly passive or active than others. The positive or negative distinction can mean many things, but could be quite roughly summed up in this way. Active classes exploit their aspect to benefit themselves, while passive classes allow their aspect to benefit others. But of course there's plenty more to it, and that rule is in no way absolute. Only a starting point for understanding the dichotomy. You mean kinda like offensive versus defensive magic in an RPG? Sure, that's another way of looking at it. Classes always come in positive/negative pairs with significant disparity between them. While a rogue is passive, a thief would be its far more active counterpart. The rogue and thief classes tend to be assigned to females, not exclusively, but commonly. Other classes lean more toward male assignment, while others are exclusively male, and just as many are exclusively female, like my class. That's a bit of a tangent though. To answer your question about being a rogue, I should tell you both classes in positive-negative pairs tend to have very similar descriptions. In this case, a rogue or a thief is one who steals. Quite simple really, but whether the class is positive or negative makes all the difference. It is a great indicator as to how a hero will make use of the aspect. So basically, a thief is like the asshole class, the player who says step off shits mind suckers, whereas a rogue is basically Robin Hood. If that reference to your culture provides a suitable comparison, then absolutely. So I'm essentially the Robin Hood of Void. I'm still not sure WTF that actually means. Understandable. I guess Robin Hood's P cool though. Thieving up loot from Pete's who got too much, then all sugar daddy it out to the needy like a boss. Just don't have a clue how that works with Void. Yes, it is one of the more conceptually nebulous pairings, I agree. And I can't say I know a smashing good deal about the nature of the Void player's path, since the aspect is by definition inscrutable to those it does not choose. But I can at least tell you this: if you are ever to enjoy full ascension as a rogue of Void, you will be able to do some completely astonishing things. Like what? Oh no, you will not pry this out of me. Not to preserve causality, but to keep the surprise in store for you. It would not be honorable of me to spoil the discovery, should you be fortunate enough to realize your potential. Well, about that, I feel sort of stupid about this, but I've been giving all my friends this whole drag magic spiel about not wanting to even play this thing, and I might have fucked stuff up already. Is that so? It's so... and I guess I still haven't decided what to do. There are props and cons to both. There are props and cons to both things. Would you mind listing them? Okay, either I don't play, and I get this kind of passive-aggressive revenge at the wish for killing my mom, and thereafter keep staying here and being lonely. Or I do play and the spoips are as follows: sweet powers for me, check. Tri-generational Lolan family reunion, check as fuck. Meet all my friends, hecka check. And small other stuff, all fine points. Is there nothing I can do to make the decision easier? Nah, but thanks. You already have anyway. I will probably play. Wonder if I can tell D-Stride without looking like a waffle-ass chump. What's a waffle-ass chump? Is it Earth cuisine? Earth cuisine? I sure as hell hope not. No, it's just a shithead. This doesn't matter now though. I can't play till I go deliver this dead cat back in time to maybe my mom or something? Or some shing? There's another statement that doesn't make a good deal of sense to me, but if it's important to you, then Godspeed. I'm so pleased to hear you are leaning in favor of participating with the rest of us. I promise we'll all have a ball together. Now I have a busy schedule to keep up with, so I must go. But please remember, you can always contact me if you have questions. Don't be a stranger, love. Ta! Irenia Umbra, you cease cheering tipsy nostalgic TG. Okay, I just had like a really random thought, like what if you is the Baroness? I mean, that's like a really weird thing to think, because there's not really anything connecting them, right? But it's just like, they're so cheerful, I can't help but suspect them, you know? You just can never trust anyone fully these days, you know, guys? There's always betrayal going on, you just can't fully trust them. And their identity hasn't been revealed yet, so, you know, I'm gonna be suspecting them this whole dang time. But, I don't know, we're not gonna know until we find out who they are. Okay, in any case, Roxy proceeds to the lab. You're fairly sure this window will take you to one of the windows you have set up in the lab. There's more than one way to find out if this is true, you guess. But there's only one way that involves doing what the inebriated do best, which is falling down. Roxy, descend. Wow, that's a long fall. What? Wait, you're seeing yourself? Well, she's seeing her dream self. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the best way to travel. Alright, we're gonna pick Dirk in the next video, but... So, we find out that this is how Jasper's died, which is... It's so... I don't know, it's so like weird and funny. So, how did he... So like we know he disappeared from like Rose's world, but then how did he end up here? Did Roxy purify him? Because that's not what I got from the like the conversation or the whatever, the text. Because it seemed like he just appeared in the lab one day and then she just kind of like adopted him and named him Friglish. and then she accidentally killed him. Poor Jasper's. Such a tragic death. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't quite sure about that, but I think he just appeared randomly. But now we're gonna send him back. This is just weird. Yeah, I don't know. In any case, we're gonna leave this here, and then in the next part, we're gonna get. It's not really introduced anymore. We're just kind of doing stuff with them now. I keep feeling like there's so much talking going on, but I'm not really learning anything. Instead, like we're learning like small things here and there, like the whole Jasper's thing, and you just keeps like popping up every now and then to like kind of guide them through things. I'm kind of suspicious of them, but they're also like, really nice. So I don't know. I'm just wary, you know. You can never trust things too much. But yeah, in any case, I will leave this video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.